Hey everybody, it's the Kamookster, and today we're doing a special episode, a Halloween episode. Ooh, scary, right? Yeah, that's pretty scary. Anyway, what we're actually doing is the top 10 times in a horror movie where a gun would have solved everything. So basically, I'll list 10 popular horror movies, give a brief synopsis on each of them, and then basically tell you why their villain would definitely lose to a blicky. No, I'm serious. Like, stick a nigga from Camden into any of these movies, and the story's gonna be over real soon. Alright, so let's not dilly-dally anymore. I gotta return that pump Zin before anyone gets wise that I took it. So we're gonna just get right into it. So, number 1, Jigsaw. Game over! Saw follows two men in a deranged serial killer's deadly puzzle. At least that's what the synopsis says. They basically got captured by the Jigsaw killer, which is John Kramer. He's this like really old, cancerous patient, you know, and he uses this like puppet to creep people out, and he puts people in death traps so they can like, you know, realize the value of their lives. And it doesn't really make any sense at all, because if you realize the value of your life, you wouldn't be in a death trap in the first place. Now, the way that he captures people is very interesting. This 92-year-old man dresses up as like a pig or something, and he has this like weird syringe that he like injects into you, and like, you know, it knocks you out and it takes you to his lair. Now, what I'm wondering is, how is this like old ass cancer patient holding people down and inserting this like syringe into them? Like, anyone with a gun can just like. I know he sneaks up on people, like hides in their closets and shit, but like anyone with a gun and a decent reaction time can like see him coming and like fight him off and send his ass to hell early. Like, I mean, open that guy up. Like, I'm telling you, like, if any pig came at me with like a syringe, bro, I'm just like, I'm emptying the clip. Okay, so yep, that's number 1 is Jigsaw from Saw. Okay, now for number 2. Oh, and this is in no particular order, by the way. We have Terrifier. Terrifier follows a silent clown named Art as he goes around and just like murders random people for absolutely no reason. And he takes great pleasure in this, and it's very gory and very disgusting, and you shouldn't watch this if you don't have a like solid stomach. Now, I know that there's some hints in Terrifier that there might be more to Art the clown, that he might not just be like a regular human, he might be some type of demon, or like, I don't know, he's possessed or something, I don't know. But as far as I can see, he's a regular guy, and he could be killed. And sure, he could come back, but he's only come back once. And yeah, I think you could just like totally shoot him, because in like the second movie, his head got cut off and he died. So, and he's died before. So there's no reason you can't kill him with your common 92. Like, come on, he's just a guy. But goddamn, the Terrifier movies are, well, terrifying. Like, remember that salt scene, like the salt and bleach? He was like, oh my gosh, bro, I can't even show that on YouTube, but like, damn. That's a scary thing to think about, and I think it's scarier that Art is just like some regular guy rather than him being like some possessed demon type thing, because like Art uses guns himself. Like, I think he's just some dude, but yeah, I think that's more creepy than, you know, a monster. Okay, now we got number 3, a classic, The Shining.
Here's Johnny!
Basically, a writer takes a job as a winter caretaker at this like overlook hotel type thing. He brings his wife and son, and this hotel is like super evil, and it drives the writer mad, and he ends up trying to kill his family. And his son has like psychic abilities, which I don't know where that comes from, but that's basically what The Shining is. And basically, he terrorizes his wife. His wife's running around, and he has an axe, and he's trying to kill his wife and son, and it's just like a big mess. But like, yeah, this guy is a dude. Like, if his wife had a blicky on her, bro, it would be game over, bro. 142 to the forehead, bro. He's down. He's down. I'm pretty sure he ended up like freezing to death, and I think that was kind of lame. Like, I hate lame deaths in horror movies. Like, bro, he just froze. Like, okay. But yeah, that hotel was definitely haunted, and it kind of sucks that like that's how the movie ends. But yeah, I don't think it's anything too special. Like, that's seen as like one of the classic movies. Oh my god, The Shining. Oh, look at the two girls like singing Red Rum or whatever the hell it was. I don't know. It might be confusing horror movies, but yeah. Mid-movie. Number 4, Child's Play.
I can't think of a thing to say.
Do I even have to explain this one? Chucky is 28 inches tall. I don't even know, like, do we even need a gun at this point? Can't you just, like, grab him, throw him in, like, a fucking microwave, turn that bitch on? Like, how are people dying to Chucky, bro? He has no leverage. He's made of fucking cotton, right? Like, I don't understand. Now, we have seen in the movies that it takes a lot to, like, bring down Chucky. Like, you gotta burn him, like, grind him up and stuff like that. But we've also seen that he can be easily, like, subdued if you just, like, cut off his head, stick it in a box, and lock it up. Like that one dude did. And a gun is probably gonna help you out, but, like, I really don't think you need that much. Like, I'm pretty sure you could just, like, you see his little midget ass coming, you can just punt him, you know? Like, I don't know how people die to Chucky. Okay, maybe they catch him by surprise, but yeah, you could just low-key grab it. Like, I don't even think I have an example, but, like, here's my pillow. You could just, like, pick him up, right? Just, like, hold on to him. Get the knife out of his hand. He's a doll. He's weak. What can he do? I don't know. I think the explanation is, like, supernatural, but yeah, Chucky ain't shit. Let's do Wicker Man. Number 5, Wicker Man. So basically, this policeman visits a remote Scottish island to find out, like, where this young girl disappeared, and on the island, he learns about, like, these strange customs, what these freaky people do, you know, like, I think they're pagans or something. I fucking hate pagans, fuck them. Like, it's basically a cult, and he gets burned to death. So yeah, you know. Or was it bees? No, the bees were before the burning. Yeah, the bees were before the burning. Now, this guy was a policeman, right? And he knows that this little girl went missing. And he went alone. Like, I'm sure he already had a gun on him. I'm pretty sure he already had a gun on him. But bring more. Bring backup, bro. Like, you could have brought, like, the whole squad and aired that entire island out. I'm telling you. Every fucking pagan in there could have been on the floor. It's funny, because these niggas do not like to take chances with minorities, bro. Like, if that was an island in fucking Africa, if it was, like, black people, bro, his hand would have been on the gun as soon as he stepped foot on that island. I'm telling you that much, okay? So yeah, Wicker Man, bring more guns, bring more people, and you don't get burnt in a giant Wicker Man. Alright, number 5, Scream. So in this town called Woodsboro, there's this, like, guy named Ghostface who's going around killing high schoolers, basically, yeah. Because they're getting too freaky in that movie, you know, so they have to die for some reason. And yeah, so in this case, it's actually a little bit more complicated because the killer is 2 people, and that was, like, always the big mystery twist, is that the killer wasn't just 1 person, it was 2. Scream's a pretty interesting movie, I'd say. The first one is, like, actually, like, solid. Like, that ending reveal, pretty good. Alright, so let's say you take out your handy-dandy Colt Delta Elite and, like, completely, like, blow away the Scream guy, Mr. Ghostface or whatever, like the first one that comes at you. Then you think you're safe, and that's, like, the worst thing, like, in a horror movie, is when you think you're safe, because I'm assuming that you do not know that there's 2 killers as the Ghostface killer. So I'm gonna assume that, like, the other killer's gonna try and get you alone and, like, finish you off, unless you just so happened to get them both together. Now, even if the other Scream does show up, all he has is a knife, so you'd probably be able to, like, handle him pretty well with your gun. But yeah, there's definitely risk to this one, but yeah, I think you should be fine. Now, if you did kill one of the ghost faces, I'm assuming that, like, the cops would, like, be involved and, like, they would, like, help you out, do some type of witness protection just in case. But I don't know how long that's gonna last. Like, I don't know how long they do that for, because, you know, the other ghost face might show up eventually and just ice your ass while your guard's down, which it's gonna be, because you're assuming that, like, you already got, like, the only ghost face there is. Nobody. I'm just yapping, guys. I'm just yapping. Scream's complicated.
Think again. It's your turn to scream, asshole. Yeah!
Alright, number 6. Yeah, number 6. Us.
Until one day, the shadow realized she was being tested by God. Excuse me.
Now, the Us's are basically just you, and they have a pair of golden scissors, so yeah, they can fuck you up a little bit if they get too close. Now, Us, like basically the synopsis of Us is that there's a bunch of people underground, and they're all like clones of everybody, every single last person in the United States of America. And so everybody has one, and one day they decide to come up from underground and kill their duplicates. Yeah, the originals, I guess. Now, honestly, I think anyone who owns a gun is probably fine. Okay, let's say you see like your family, like 5 people standing in the driveway with their little scissors about to kill you, right? You pull out your IWI Jericho, right? And see what a bullet does to the human brain. Okay, you pop the biggest one and keep your family safe. And then like, okay, yeah, maybe they do the scatter thing, but like, yeah, then just, everybody stay in the living room. We'll wait for them to come to us, and honestly, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Call the police or something. Oh, well, you know what? They have their own doubles to worry about. I'm pretty sure the doubles only go for their duplicates, so like, you don't have to worry about other people's duplicates, because like, once they're done, they just like hold hands. And honestly, I could see like a bunch of like rednecks like going on a road trip with like AK-47s, just like completely airing out that line, that Hands Across America shit. Like they could just like be driving and with like some mounted shit and just like completely clean up that line. Like it wouldn't take too long. Okay. Number 7, Midsummer. So yeah, this woman and her boyfriend and a couple of his friends go to this another secluded Swedish commune for this like dumb pagan festival thing. It's the same shit as Wicker Man. Except it's Swedish rather than like Scottish, you know. All those issues, there's something's going on with those issues, you know. The white people that don't live in America, yeah, you gotta keep an eye on those people, you know. But yeah, they also have like deadly rituals, and it's honestly like the same exact situation as Wicker Man. For this one, yeah, you already have more people, right? You guys, instead of like splitting off and doing all like the dumb like ritual things and like all the festivities, how about you just like stick together and just bring a couple Berettas, okay? Just a couple Lugers, okay? And if anything gets dicey, just like start airing out the festival, okay? You'll be fine. But yeah, Midsummer, I think that's a pretty survivable one. If you just keep your head down, like I don't even remember like why everyone died, but I don't think they had to die. I think they were just being idiots. So yeah, respect the cultures of places you go. Okay, don't be an idiot. Number 8, Halloween.
Michael! Stop jerking off in there.
Get away!
I'm not listening!
Let me tell you something, that freak of yours, he needs some serious discipline. I mean, he runs around like a little bitch.
No, you leave him alone. Keep your hands off him.
Give me a fucking break, he's probably a queer. He's gonna grow up, end up cutting his dick and balls off and changing his name to Michelle. There he is. Good morning, Michelle, my belle.
What the?
Now, I don't care what anybody ever tells you, bro. Michael Myers is a human being, okay? There's no spirits, there's no demons, there's no fucking, oh, the evil vengeance thing is gonna keep him alive. No. Michael Myers is a lucky-ass human that's always happens to get shot like where he could survive. And I don't know how he keeps surviving. He's just a tank, okay? Like, do you mean to tell me that Michael Myers can take a Bengali super black eagle to the forehead and get back up? You mean to tell me he wouldn't pop like a fucking watermelon? Is that what you're telling me? I don't care what he has, but we've seen this guy die from guns before, okay? We've seen it happen. I don't care what type of endurance, type of spirit of vengeance he has, Michael Myers is not surviving a gun. Now, yeah, the movie Halloween is basically Michael Myers. He escapes from like a lunatic asylum, kills his sister and his mom, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, it's okay. It's classic. Whatever. I think people will just watch horror movies just to see crazy shit happen, like not for the plot. If you're watching for the plot, all the movies I've listed so far, a decent amount of the movies I've listed so far are just okay. And finally, number 10, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So basically a bunch of teens, their car breaks down and they have to like talk to these rednecks to help them out a little bit. And that's their first mistake. Like you don't talk to anybody who sounds like this.
They make 50s. They take the head and they boil it, except for the tongue. And they scrape all the flesh away from the bone. They don't throw nothing away. They use the jowls, muscles, and the eyes and the ligaments and everything. And for the nose and the gums and all the flesh, and they boil it down into a big chili of fat.
So yeah, basically they all get tortured and eaten by like these weird redneck cannibal guys, and like there's this Leatherface dude that like has a chainsaw and he's like cutting people up and shit. Yeah, bro. I don't care how big Leatherface is, a deagle is putting him right back down, okay? The rest of the family, I'm pretty sure they have guns themselves. I mean, obviously they're kind of hicks, but like, yeah, I would definitely kill them. They're all humans. They're all humans. That's the whole point of this list. Is like everyone on this list is human, right? A regular gun would take them out easy, except Chucky, I guess. I mean, Chucky's not. He's kind of a doll. He was human. Well, all right. I mean, that's gonna be our list for the top 10 times in horror movies where a gun would have solved everything. And yeah, that's it. Well, okay. One more. We got World War Z. Okay, I know it's like technically not a horror movie. Like it's more like an action zombie thriller type movie. Like what, Brad Pitt or whatever. Is that who played? I don't remember. But yeah, no, it was Brad Pitt. In that movie, with like fast zombies running around and like the sheer amount, a gun would be perfect for pointing at yourself and pulling the trigger to end that movie early. Because the only thing scarier than like The Last of Us clickers or like, World War Z fast zombies is watching YouTube alone on Halloween. Have a good night, everybody. Stay scheming or keep dreaming. Psalm chapter 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble.
And my numbers with the black, and especially black men. I love black men. I love them. I love them. I have gone through the roof with black men. Black men.